Let's talk about streaks. One thing I'm very, bullish on would be getting on streaks just to really booby trap myself into getting on habits and staying true to them. So when we talk about streaks, I want to basically let you know how that works and how it's just stacking one day after another and getting on streaks, right? So getting on healthy streaks of 5 days in a row, 10 days in a row, 20 days in a row, 100 days in a row of some great habits. And I'm going to coach you through this because it can be very easy to not have habits and not get on streaks. It's also very easy to overdo it and make it too complicated and too much where it's hard to keep track of the streak. So let's go over some examples of streaks and then how I've used it in my life here. So when it comes to streaks, there are things we all want to do, right? And there's the ideal. There's also like, what if I just do a little bit, it's going to help me be better. It's going to help me stay on track. It's going to help me string along these days of consistency. And so what I love about this is it helps me do the minimum no matter what every day, but there's the ideal that I want to do. So some examples. When it comes to Bible reading, let's say I want to spend 20 minutes in the Word, but my streak or your streak might be, I just want to open up the Bible app and do the Devo every day for 5 minutes. Awesome. That is the minimum. And it's also the streak you want it to be something that you know you're going to do every day. Like, no matter what, no matter how busy you are going to get it done. So yeah, maybe 20 minutes in the Word might be not easy every single day. But if you do the minimum of, let's say, 5 minutes, opening up the Bible app and doing some Bible reading, and many days that turns into your 20-minute ideal scenario. But when you're stressed or you wake up late or you're traveling, you're like, I can at least do this 5 minutes no matter what. All right. And that gets you on a streak. And the point of this is when you get on these streaks, you don't want to break these streaks. Okay. So let's say you have 10 days in a row of just opening up the Bible app or going to the gym, or no substances, or no pornography, or whatever it may be. Now you're 10 days in a row, 20 days in a row, 30 days in a row, and you're like, I cannot break this. And that's the last thing you want to do is start over on the streak. Some other examples could be working out. There's the ideal, get to the gym, lift for 2 hours, or go on a 5-mile run. But what's the minimum? What can you say that you, no matter what, will do, can do every single day? Maybe it's literally going to the gym and getting on the treadmill for 5 minutes. And some days you're like, I'm literally driving 5 minutes to the gym. I'm hopping on the treadmill for 5 minutes. I'm coming back. I'm there and back in 15 minutes. But what are the chances that when you're already there and you're walking for 5 minutes that you start a little jog, or that you stay there for a full hour workout, right? So there is the ideal, but what is the minimum streak on a daily basis that you can continue that is going to keep you on track? And again, you want to not overdo it, right? Because if you put your streak at an hour in the gym every day, well, one, that's maybe not healthy, right? You've got to give yourself time to rest by alternating some little bonus tips here, Pilates or stretching or run or things like that. So you're not just pounding out the weights every day, but also you need to allow yourself the permission to not be your best every day. And that might sound weird to say, or not very successful to say, but when you just show up, it's going to help you because there's the ideal. And, think about going to the ideal, going to the gym for 2 hours a day or running for 5 miles. And you have this big goal that just stresses you out. So you do it like once or twice a week. So what's better, going to the gym for an hour or two, once or twice a week, or going there for 30 minutes every single day, right? So it's gonna be healthier and better for each day to sustain that minimum streak. Same thing with Bible reading. Same thing with you name it. If you can just do that little bit every day, it's going to be better than doing nothing for 2, 3, 4 days and then loading it all up on one day. Now, one thing that has really helped me with this is the Habit Share app. What I love about this is it allows me to put in my goals. Okay, so I have probably 10 to 20 of these. So some examples here is that exercise for 30 minutes a day. I've been doing that since 2014. and I have a 481-day streak on that. Journaling, I have since 2015. My current streak is 66. Devotional, since 2016, 1,119 days in a row. Prayer and meditation, 602 days in a row. Okay. So there's things on the streaks that you can do, like only weekday streaks. So it could be, hey, I am going to work out and have a weekday streak. So then you take off Saturday, Sunday. Or social media Saturdays, where I only scroll on Saturdays. So it'd be a streak of Sunday through Friday, and then Saturday was off. As it breaks down each habit, each streak, it gives you percentage. So right now, I've doing this for a couple of years now, I'm at 87%. So again, it doesn't mean I'm perfect, and it doesn't mean you are going to be perfect, but here's what matters. It's just showing up daily. We think it means doing everything all the time, maxing it out, but that's not actually what it means. It's just showing up a little bit each day, getting on that streak. And again, when you are on those streaks of 10 days in a row, 20 days in a row, 100 days in a row, 1,000 days in a row, you are not going to break that streak. And even if you do, cool, you restart over, not a big deal. You try and beat that streak. Now, my encouragement is you get on these streaks, you can think of these a few different ways. So two ways of doing this. You can habit stack. So if you're doing the sacred start, just do your 5, 6, 8 practices there and get that streak going, but then have them individually on your habit share app. And by the way, you can do this. I did this on paper for years. I did my journal for years where I just tallied. I had a piece of paper up on my wall by my bed for a while when I was doing this a decade ago. And so I've just been using this habit share app for a couple of years. It's important to not overdo it and do too much. You might want to do one big one per year. So I'm going to go through mine and just, again, being very vulnerable and real with you on things here. And then what's great about some of these streaks is they just became a lifestyle. Some of them was a year challenge, and they were big ones that I just did. Okay, I'm going to commit to this for a year. And then ideally for a lot of these, they become who I am and they become my life. And it's not just like a streak anymore. It's things I don't even have to track because it's just part of my lifestyle and what I do. So back in 2012 was when I started a yearly streak. So in 2012 was no porn. What's great is some of these, like I've been clean, I've been free of that. And there's like things that, cool, that was a challenge that I was struggling with. And now it's just kind of who I am. I don't struggle with it anymore. 2013 was starting the miracle morning, at least 30 minutes of exercise, doing the 5-minute journal. 2016, I started the Bible app. 2017, no masturbation. 2018, meditation. 2019, read the whole Bible. So that's the first time I read through the whole Bible. That was my mission that year. 2020 was cold showers and intermittent fasting. The cold shower is just the last 30 seconds at the end. And that was 2020. 2021, I started drinking a gallon of water a day. 2022, no phone or social media or email from 8 p.m. until 8 a.m. I was struggling with that at night, as well as starting my day waking up to checking emails and work stuff and social media. So that's in 2022. I started the daily refresh in the Bible app in 2023. And then also in 2023, in the middle of it is when I started no more alcohol, no more substances, basically only a drink on special occasions, but no more chilling at home, popping a half a gummy and having a few drinks. So I haven't done that since. So I did a 21-day social media fast to start off the year in 2023, and then only did social media Saturdays. So I've been trying to keep that last couple of years, but not been doing too well this year. 2024 was a full cold shower. So the whole thing for the whole year, and that sucked. And did that. And then along with tithing the first 3 days of the month with the fast. So kind of like give my first few days, first 10% to the month, I would do some type of fast, like a liquid fast or Daniel fast, something like that. And then this year in 2025, it's been speaking in tongues daily, trying to tap in to the Holy Spirit a little bit more. So what I encourage you to do through all of this is know you can choose to habit stack a bunch of these right away if you feel like you can do it and they're simple. Some of these big ones you might just want to take on this year and then move on to the next one. But either way, streaks have been a huge part of my life. I'd say joy and peace and happiness cleansing myself of some of these bad habits, adding in some of these good habits. So I encourage you to start a streak